Hey guys, it's Addie, aka It's the Monkey. Today, me and my dad Nick are going to be showing you guys some of the new features on the Ford 2020 Super Duty. So let's go.
Hey guys, like Addie said, we're here reviewing the changes that have been done to the 2020 Ford Super Duties. Now, there's not been a lot that has changed, but we thought we'd go over a few of the things that have. One thing is that hasn't changed is they're still using the military grade aluminum for the bodies. Now, I know we've had some customers talk about, well, is the frame aluminum? No, the frame is still made of steel. But from the front end, you'll notice, to me, that the grille now comes into the headlamps a little bit more now, right? But nothing much else has changed on the Ford. It still have that huge Ford logo on the front. This one being a Platinum Edition does have some great features like the adaptive cruise control, which is still a great feature on these trucks. But another thing that has happened that is a change from 2019 to 2020 is the trucks are actually lower to the ground now. Looking over the specs, it's about a 0.4 to half an inch, a little bit lower than last year's models, but still great features on the trucks, a little bit lower ride height, which is good, especially for us vertically challenged people. I do like that Ford's got the tow hooks sticking out a little bit further just to get up into the engine bay, and that's where we're going to go next. Let's take a look at the engines on these new trucks. All right, guys, well, here under the hood, this is the 6.7 liter diesel engine. It's our Power Stroke from Ford. Not much has changed on this engine, but I have noticed one key component is that we did go up in horsepower, we went up in torque. So now we're doing 475 horsepower and over 1,000 pound-feet of torque now. So it's 1,050 pounds. I noticed the compression ratio is different on the 2020 than the 2019. Another engine option you have is the 7.3, which Monkey and I went over last week. Another great motor, 430 horsepower engine with 475 foot-pounds of torque. And Ford still is offering the 6.2 liter V8 for the guys that really don't need all the power that comes out of the 7.3 or the 6.7 diesel if they're needing that option. One thing on the 6.2 that Monkey and I did some research on, they're offering it with a 6-speed automatic in the 250s as a standard engine. It does look like it's going to be an option to have the 10-speed automatic, as well as in the F350, the 6.2 will be standard with the 10-speed as well. And that's one thing we wanted to also tell everybody about. The new engines have the 10-speed automatic. This diesel is mated to the 10-speed. We've been driving it now for pretty much a day. I was getting about 17 miles to the gallon with only about 180 miles on it. But yeah, I think it'll be a great combination for anybody wanting to get a little bit better fuel mileage out of their diesel. And that's not even broke in yet. But then the 7.3, like we showed about a week or so ago, it runs smooth. It gets good fuel mileage for being such a big motor, and plenty of power. So let's take a look at some of the other key features on the new 2020s. All right, guys, some other little things that have changed on the 2020 versus the 19 is our cab lights. They're now clear instead of last year being amber colored. The bulbs are still amber in these, but during the daytime, they'll be a clear light instead. And then when the headlights come on in that, then they'll be the amber bulbs and then will be glowing. So they'll look very similar to what you had in the 2019s. Just one feature I noticed was different from the 2019s to the 20s. Another thing that's missing from the roof of the cab, though, used to be mounted right up here on the passenger side, is that shark fin that they had for the satellite radio antenna, a few of the other electronic features that were coming in, like the Wi-Fi, I'm pretty sure went through that, the modem and that's in these trucks was going through there. So that has been changed as well. I'll show you that. They've actually moved them to the back of the cab now, which I think is a really smart idea. Not only because they have lowered this truck about a half an inch from 2019, but that was another feature that a lot of guys with regular sized garages were having tough times getting them in. So that shark fin does set up a fair amount, and to put them on the back instead and make them flatter, I think it's going to help out a lot of guys that have those regular garage doors that this truck won't fit in if you get them too high. So another feature we'll show you here in a little bit. And then also towards the end of the video, we're gonna go into some of the other trim levels. The exciting one is the trimmer, which Addie and I will go over here a little bit more, but a couple of features right up here wanted to show you.
These are the new antennas that replace the old shark fin, and they're a lot lower than the shark fin was.
All right, guys, well, we told you we'd go over a little bit about what we know about the trimmer and that, and I think there's a lot out there on the internet already. Like I was saying, the 7.3 will have that 430 rear end option in it. The diesel, the 6.7, is going to have a 355. You'll have the limited slip for up front axle for that four-wheel drive system on that, and it gives you a couple cool modes. The rock crawl mode, which will actually be able to have a control in the truck to set like a cruise control, so you don't have to worry about gas and brake. You just have to worry about driving the truck, and you can set it for almost like half a mile an hour, or in the rock crawl mode, it'll leave it in second gear. So some cool features with that trimmer package. Obviously the 35-inch tall tires with those 18-inch blacked out wheels are super cool to me, along with a Raptor style steel platform running board. So I think just a really cool kind of package for those guys that haven't had the need for a Raptor, but they have a need for a Super Duty truck, and the Raptor just doesn't get it done for them for towing and that. So I think it's a great option for them. And it comes with just a bunch of different colors, and you got a couple different engine options, obviously, with that one, the 7.3 and the 6.7, putting out tons of horsepower, tons of torque, depending on what you want to use it for. You might be able to use it during the week for business, pulling trailers, things like that, and on the weekend you can take it out into some of these outdoor parks where you can go through the mud, go through the rocks, you know, even take it to the dunes, things like that. So might be a really cool feature. It also does give you the ability to go across 33 inches of water. You know, it's the first one I've ever heard from Ford doing that, and maybe just any manufacturer really, as far as the big three go. So yeah, just some really cool features with that. And you can put it on any package up to the limited. So you can put a platinum trimmer, you can have a lariat trimmer, an XLT trimmer, so you can get it in cloth seats, you can get it in fully adorned leather with heated and air conditioned seats. So it's just an optional package I think is going to be a really cool feature for a lot of guys. But we hope you guys have enjoyed the video. We really enjoyed the ride in this, didn't we?
Yeah.
It had good power.
Yeah.
The transmission was smooth.
Yeah.
That 10-speed was really nice. What did you like most about the truck?
That the back seat was nice.
Yeah, this one being a platinum does have a lot of space. I mean, the Super Duty crew cab's got a lot of space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
I like that road smooth.
It does ride smooth. That was one thing I was going to talk to you guys about a little bit too. I'm glad Monkey mentioned that. That still has a hydraulic power steering system. But for this year, one of the new features that I really think was cool is the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Even with the hydraulic power steering, Ford was able to incorporate that to where you could just use the dial now, like you can on the F-150s, to back up a trailer, which I grew up on a farm. My dad was really a pro at doing that with our old 79 F-150, remembering that you have to turn the wheel the opposite way to get the trailer to go one way. I was terrible at it, but the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, even my dad thinks it's a really cool feature. I mean, you turn the dial to the right, the trailer goes to the right. You turn the dial to the left, the trailer goes to the left. So you don't have to remember which way was which. But I like that Ford was able to figure out how to make that work with the hydraulic system. So I believe they're using some kind of electronic assist with the hydraulic system to make that happen. And it also, you can feel it when you're driving this truck. At low speeds for me today, you can feel it almost effortless to get around a corner in a parking lot at a gas station. Made it super easy. So I think they've done a really great job with some of the refinements they've done. Ford is trying to keep the Super Duty fresh with some of the outside appearances, but then some of the technology you're using, guys. So, hey, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And hit that thumbs up. And if you didn't like our video, hit that thumbs up twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit it twice. That'll make sure that we know you really don't like it. But But leave your comments. You know, if there's some things on here you guys have heard differently, please let me know. I know everything we get from Ford sometimes isn't set in stone. They do make different decisions later down the road. So if you've heard something different, let me know and I'll definitely get on it for you. If there's things you guys would like to see videos on, other vehicles that we haven't gotten to yet, let us know. But we do have an exciting car coming up here in our next video. So stay tuned. We're gonna preview the all-new 2020 Roush Stage 3. Yeah. So it'll be exciting. We're looking forward to it. Hey, we'll see you guys next time. You guys have a blessed day.